good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys how I love to run this specific play out of trips tight end. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn post notifications on. So before we get into the video, I do want to talk about personnel. And real quick, I just want to say personnel really doesn't matter with this play. If you wanted to run this specific play, then I would suggest you just put your best receiver where 15 is, and then you put your second best receiver right here where number 14 is, Zach Pascal. But regardless, it doesn't really matter because when you run trips tight end, if you're running it effectively, you're going to be using all three receivers, and they're all three are going to be focal points of your offense. And also in this little scheme, you'll see that all three receivers, you know, it doesn't really matter because of what we're going to be doing. You just need three good receivers, honestly. So let's go and dive into this. So the play that we're talking about is going to be PA slot corner. Now, you can run this play stop. Please make sure you know that a lot of you guys already do. A lot of you guys run this play stop. All you do is block the running back. Y'all snap the ball. I see it 1,000 times. Yes, it is a good play, run stop. But I'm going to show you guys a different variation that I love to do to make my opponent have to choose which side he wants to actually cover. And we're going to talk about that right now. So let's go to PA slot corner. And now for the defense, I'm actually going to come out in 3-3-5 odd. And the reason why is because I actually have cover 4 drop. I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to show you cover 3. I'm going to show you cover 2. And I'm going to talk to you about man coverage. And so let's actually get started because we have a lot we want to talk about. So let's go to cover 4 drop. So right here, this is what the play looks like now. Stock, what most people do, they'll just block the running back. You know, they'll snap the ball wherever the user is. They might throw a square right there, or they might just throw a triangle, or they might wait on that corner route to actually get open. And a lot of people just run that play, and they run that play solely just for that. But I'm gonna show you guys how to have a different variation of this play. So for the setup, you just want to take X, put them on a drag. You want to take R1, put them on a swing route to the right. You want to take square, put them on a streak. And from this point, you want to take circle and motion them over. Now, this play is good because we're going to make the user have to choose between which post route he actually wants to guard. Now, circles, post route is going to get ran a lot deeper than triangles, than triangles, post route. So it's going to make it hard for your opponent to have to zone drop to both of these depths because they both attack at different spots of the field. And I'll be able to show you that here right now. So I'm going to show you the hardest read, which is going to be this one in cover 4 drop. I'm actually going to press 2 just to make it a little bit harder because we actually don't have a streak or nothing to push back J. Alexander from his quarter responsibility. So that's going to make this throw a lot harder, but it's going to make it possible still. So this is the setup right here. We're going to go ahead and motion over. Hopefully I get enough time to snap and show you this read, but you just want to wear the triangle. What you're going to do is throw it right there, right up under him, and you're pretty much always going to have that right up under him. They do not play that, and no zone is actually going to play that unless they zone drop. That is the only way a zone will actually play that, if they zone drop. But I actually want to show you this other side read too as well, just to show you that yes, it does work for the other side. So here's the setup. Just take X, put them on a drag, take R1, put them on a flare route, streak your outside receiver, take your take that circle receiver, go ahead and motion them over, snap the ball right about there, right before he crosses the numbers. And what you're going to be able to see is that we have a nice gap that's created right there. Now, it's not a one-play touchdown, nothing like that, of course, but you're going to gain chunk yardage. So, real, why does this play even work in the first place? So, the reason that this play works is because what we're doing is we're just making it tough on the user. So right here, let's say he's the user, right? So he's using this linebacker. So he's going to have to decide right now, do I want to run with this or do I want to pick this up? Now, every single user in the game is going to actually pass this off. If he's the user right here, he's going to pass this off because he's going to see this coming right in his face. Because if he doesn't guard this, then we already know. We could throw it over here. We know that already. Our opponent might not know that. But as you can tell, if he passes this off because he thinks the safety's going to be able to play it, he's wrong because we'll be able to throw it in this little gap right here. And so if he did put him in like a zone drop, so if he zone dropped him deep enough to guard that, then what? We have our flat open right here. So they're going to have to play like a double Mabel style to even have a chance of guarding it. So if they play double Mabel, please be smart. If they're play double Mabel and they're zone dropping at the correct depth, please be smart and run another play. Don't like try to force this play to work because I mean this is not an invincible play. It's just a really good play that's going to have to cause your opponent to have to do work to stop it. But if they are showing that they can stop it, you know, please don't sit there and spam it and be like, "Real, this play doesn't work." You know, just you know, use your head. That's all. I'm trying to teach you guys how to be smart at Madden. So let's go ahead and move on though. So I want to show you guys what it looks like against cover 3. So see, we do have cover 3. Let me spy this lineman right here to make my life a little easier. And we are going to press in cover 3 just to make it a little bit harder of a throw on us, just so I can show you guys that this play really does work. So let's take it and motion them across, and then we're going to snap the ball right about here. So what you're going to notice is that triangle is just going to get wide open right there, and we're going to be able to get a nice little possession catch animation. And yeah, I mean, you can tell it's just wide. I don't know what else to say. It's just wide open. So let me go ahead and show you this other side read. And the reason and the point of this play is we're making the user have to choose, so they can't just sit in the middle and just play nothing. You know, they have to decide where they want to go. And anytime you have plays where the user has to decide where they want to user at, you have a really good play in my opinion. So let me just show you circle that it does get open. You can tell right there. You actually want to throw that ball a little bit earlier than that, because you want to be able to pass lead them into that, and I'll show you that here right now. So let me go ahead and press right here. Let's go ahead and let me actually spot him, because if not, he's gonna scream off the edge. So we're gonna drag X, swing route R1, put square on the street, go ahead and motion him across. Now I like to double team. If I feel like I know I'm gonna roll out to that side, then I will double team that end. Or if not, then you can sit in the pocket. But you can tell right there, that's what I was trying to tell you. You want to throw that ball right about there. And I'm not sure why they're not letting me position it, but I'm gonna go into replay and just show you where you're supposed to throw this ball at, to be able to have the best success out of this play. Now, theoretically, you probably can let this play develop to the sideline. I might show you that here. I might, because theoretically he's going to keep running with him, and if you wait till he's in the sideline, he'll be like up here to where he won't have a chance to get there. But the problem is you probably won't have enough time to sit in the pocket and wait on that. So that's why you see me throwing it right about here, because what's going to happen is the user, if he's on this linebacker right here, he's going to kind of follow, and then at this point he might stop and try to turn, and a lot of times you can actually throw this ball right here, and then he just won't get there just because of how it is, how Madden is basically trying to turn. So he just won't be able to get there. But yeah, or if you're scared of that and you see the user turn around and chase that, then of course we'll just hit this right here, if that makes sense. So like I said, the user's wrong regardless. So if you see him curl back and go here and you don't trust yourself to throw that, then just throw it right here. That's going to be wide open. But I do really quick want to show you against cover 3, throwing it to the sideline. But like I said, it's not recommended just because of how Madden plays sometimes. I don't really like playing around with EA like that, but I'm going to show you. So if you want to throw this to the sideline, I suggest letting them go like to the numbers. So that way it can actually be a longer of a throw. As you can tell right here, I might not even have enough time. But you see how like they just kind of air the ball out. That's why I personally don't like to do that, because even though you let him run down the field, they'll still come back and make the play. But last throw I will show of cover 3, because I actually want to move on, is just you want to make sure you throw this ball. You want to make sure you throw this ball right. So let me just go and snap it right here. And I'll go ahead and show you. So you want to throw this ball right about there, you can tell, and then you get a nice possession catch animation. That's normally what it's going to look like every single time. So that's how I recommend you to throw it. So let's actually talk about cover 2. So with cover 2, what you're going to notice here is that our mid read is actually going to match onto our circle receiver. So if they're playing cover 2 and you notice they're playing cover 2, either A, you can look to triangle to throw it, or B, you can actually come hit them with a one-play touchdown against cover 2. So you see how circle matches? That's what I was trying to explain to you. So if you notice that if you try to run that play and they match like that, that means they're playing cover 2 with a mid read. Then in that case, then you should actually just go ahead and go to inside cross, and I'm actually picked that because I forgot to put it in my audibles. But this is kind of what I mean by being a smart Madden player. And yes, I'll show you the other side read is open against cover 2, but that's why I was telling you, keep in mind that people have counters for things, but when you notice a counter, you have to be ready for yours too. So when we have, let's say we ran that, okay, boom, we noticed he was playing cover 2, okay, cool. So I just came out in the same play twice. But while I picked the right play this time, what I was trying to tell you is that you need to make sure that you are playing, you need to make sure you're playing mind games with them. So now I'm actually going to come out and, okay, I seen they was trying to run that. So now I'm going to come out and inside cross, and I'm going to show you how to bomb cover 2 for a one-play touchdown. So now if somebody wanted to sit in cover 2, or you notice they are in cover 2, then you know what to do for a one-play touchdown. Now, all you need to do right here is take circle, put him on a flat route. I like putting him on a flat route. I think it gets out there faster, and it pulls that corner off of T.Y. Hilton. And now from here, you can honestly just run it just like this if you wanted to. That's what I suggest, so that way you have a quick setup. And then what you're going to notice is that you're going to have square that's going to split the safety, because you see how the safety moved down. You'll have that legit every single time. So if they wanted to sit in cover 2, then just put inside cross in your audibles and then just bomb them for a one-play touchdown. So let me show you that again. So boom, that's all we got to do to be set up to beat them for a one-play touchdown. Now if you don't do that, I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like if you don't. And I wanted to run it twice just so you can see that it does work. In fact, I tried to fall down right there to save a little time. But if you do not put a circle on that flat route, just watch what happens. So watch the cornerback out there on T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, and you see how he matches him, and now that's going to make it a tougher throw. So the reason we put a flat route out there is so we can hold that cornerback, so he actually cannot make that play. So let's go to PA slot corner one more time, and then now let's actually go to, actually I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys this right side read over here. So if we go to this right side read, what you're gonna notice is that we're gonna have triangle just basically get open. We're gonna wait for the cornerback to drop, and then we'll have that throw right there on the sideline. So if they choose to go guard circle, then we'll have triangle auto. That's what I was trying to explain to you guys. But if you notice that they're putting that mid read, just come to slot, just run hurry up offense if you throw like a check down or something, and then just go ahead and choose inside cross, go ahead and take circle, put them on a flat route, then you have a one play touchdown. So that's what I kind of mean, that you just got to be able to be aware of what's happening. So again, let's actually go back to PA slot corner, and then now let's talk about man coverage. So with man coverage, there's a few different setups that I like personally. So one thing I like to do is take X, put them on a smart route, which you guys already know about the smart route corner route. So I like to keep that concept. I like to block my running back, or you can put them on a swing if you want to. If they're not blitzing, I recommend putting them on a swing. And the reason why, we want to move players out the middle to make it easier to read. So from here, what you want to do is take circle, motion them over, and now I like to run it just like this, to be honest with you. So that way I have a lot of options. So you see right here, I can throw X if I want to, and a lot of times what you're going to have happen is that they're actually going to bump into each other, just because if you snap it at the right time, they'll actually bump into each other, and that's going to create separation, and we love separation. So right here, this is what we're looking like. I'm actually going to spy him just because. But let's take X smart route him, take R1, put him on a flare, and then motion him across. So the good thing about these crossers, or these posts, is that they can actually beat man coverage. So you see circle, he actually can get open. You see triangle can get open right there too. Now that is Jaire Alexander on, I don't even know who that was, Paris Campbell, I believe that was, yeah. So that was Jaire Alexander on Paris Campbell. So don't expect to win that matchup if that's, what you're doing. But more than likely, they're probably going to put Jaire Alexander on T.Y. Hilton, and you're going to have like a nobody basically on Paris Campbell, and you'll be able to win that matchup, I promise you. But yeah, this is my favorite setup in man coverage. And then I'm going to show you square. So I like square just depending on, because sometimes he gets open, sometimes he doesn't. As you can tell right there, circle just absolutely cooks his guy. So like I said, it just depends on, EA at that point, because sometimes they let the route cook them, or sometimes they don't. But anyways, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. So like I said, make sure you use PA slot corner and inside cross basically to your advantage, because you just got to be able to read defenses. You got to be able to understand that you basically got to be able to make your reads. And long story short, please don't try to spam this play. This is not a spam every down type of play. It's not some meta broken play just because it's zone drop. So if you notice that they are zone dropping and they're taking that play away, please run other good trips tight end stuff. And I put out a lot of videos on what to do against double Mabel, what to do against cover 3, cover 2. I put out bombs and everything. So just make sure you guys go check it out, because trick tight end is really overrated, as you guys know. But if you don't understand what your opponent's doing, and you don't try to adjust to what your opponent's doing defensively, you're gonna have a long game, and you're gonna get complacent. You're gonna start running 1 or 2 setups just because you're being ignorant. So don't be ignorant. Get in there, learn, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.